Hello, my name is Jeff Holiday, and this is Larry Cook. Larry here wants to flood your Facebook wall with as much propaganda as possible. Let's take a look. Larry runs a notorious anti-vaccination website and Facebook group, and recently got over $10,000 in crowdfunding in order to push out and specifically target parents with stories claiming that children died because of vaccines.
They'll see these infant death stories coming across their feed, and not just one, but several. This is the main part of the entire concept. When I run that kind of paid boost, I pull in more people into this fold, into the fight against mandatory vaccination.
This type of emotional manipulation is nothing new with the anti-vaccine crowd. Any loss of a child is devastating for a parent. And like with any medical treatment, vaccines do have some risk. Now the truth is, doctors and researchers definitely know what the problem is. Let's take a look at some numbers. Between 2006 and 2016, 3.1 billion vaccines were given in the United States. In that time, 3,626 cases of vaccine harm were proven and compensated by a national program. It sounds scary, but that equals 1 in a million. If you compare that to the lethality of measles, for example, that kills roughly 1 to 2 children per 1,000, and you can clearly see the benefit of vaccines. But none of this matters to anti-vaxxers like Larry, who dispassionately ignore the real threat to children. He, and people like him, rely on the unfortunate part of this argument. You can easily see when a child has a negative reaction to a vaccine. But in the other 999,999 cases, you won't notice a thing, because that means it works. Now, it's very easy to be outraged if you're a parent, like myself, once you start to understand what this problem is, especially when you see a child infected with a vaccine-preventable disease. For instance, here's a baby with whooping cough. Now, the world is a very confusing place, and being online doesn't really help that, especially when you have people like Larry here, collecting $10,000 to spread a bunch of propaganda, a bunch of lies. Now, I don't have $10,000, and I'm not going to ask you for $10,000, but what I do have is the ability to make these videos. So, I am hereby giving up all rights to these videos. By all means, download this one, upload it anywhere else you want, as long as it's done in its entirety. I give you free lease to spread it as far and as wide as you can, so we can counter some of this, frankly, bullshit. And if you have a moment, please, I would absolutely encourage you, find the petition that I made on Change, where I'm trying to encourage Facebook to take a proactive stance and counter this type of thing with education and awareness. We might not have $10,000, but together we all have a voice. If we put them together, we can get pretty loud. From my family to yours, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.